Hello YouTube, today we're talking about the new Xolo Era 1X Pro. This phone is an entry-level phone from Xolo and it's available for just under 8,000 in the market right now. Here we'll do the full review. We already did an unboxing and had a first look at this device. Some of the quick specs before we move forward: it has a 5-inch HD display, you can see 2 GB RAM, 16 GB ROM, a Spreadtrum 1.3 gigahertz quad-core processor, Marshmallow, 8MP plus 5MP camera, then 2500 mAh battery. So once you open the box, I'm not gonna go too deep into the unboxing. I'll just show you what's inside the box. There was the phone, and then you have the micro USB cable, the 1 ampere brick, and some documentation, a free screen guard, and the very entry-level earphones. So that's the phone. It's an all plastic body, but this part has this nice texture which feels nice. Overall, yeah, this part is metal, this ring is metal, which gives that touch of premiumness. However, it feels plasticky, but it holds great, mainly due to that texture on the back. It kind of keeps the grip, and because of 5-inch screen, it's not that big, so it's easily manageable, but it won't be as durable as a metal phone. So that's the HD screen. You have the 5MP camera there, shortcut keys, nothing much here, power button and volume rocker, micro USB port, and the 3.5mm jack. Below you have the mouthpiece. You can open this back flap, which is pretty decent, and then we go to the 2500 mAh battery, space for 2 SIM card slots, and then a micro SD card slot. So you have a dedicated micro SD card slot with this device, which is common at this price point, but always welcomes. Overall, it's below average, mainly because of that plastic build, but looks good, by the way. Now this one's powered by Android 6.0. As I mentioned before, this is the only one that we've installed. All others come with this device. So you can see some of those are partner apps, but you can straight away go and uninstall those if you do not want. We'll go to the settings, and then in about phone you can see Android Marshmallow there. It's on the other settings, and your memory. So when we say 1 day free is 1.2 GB out of 2 GB. That's an incredibly good memory management, let me tell you. Out of 16 GB, 8.2 GB is used, because there are a lot of image, videos, and then other things as well. You'll get much more than that one. You get relatively, I think you get just under 10 GB of space over here. Let's check out the camera. That's the one. It's not very fast, but okay. And then that's how you start the video. Yeah, you have some of the options over there, and then you can switch to the front camera. Front camera is decent as well, but nothing special really. And then you have some of those shooting modes. Now we have tested the image and video quality of this one, and well, they are below average. There is a certain amount of detail under enough light, but under low light, lots of noise. And even when we say slight amount of detail, when you zoom in, then you will see that pictures are pretty soft. But that's we've seen in most of the phone at this price point. What it does good is it kind of produces more natural color, which is welcome, but those of you who like really pop out colors will be disappointed. The front camera is again nothing special. It's relatively okay in enough light, but under low light it's really not good. So you see at that point it starts to crackle. I have the volume at maximum, so I think the sound output is fine when you do not have the volume in maximum. There is adequate amount of bass, but it's not loud enough. Again, the surround sound is good, but the sounds are not, the audio is just not loud enough. The Spreadtrum chipset is a very entry-level chipset, very underpowered chipset, and that gets reflected in the benchmark. You see less than 25,000 in Antutu. Then what we have 2592 in 3D Mark, and those are some of the best devices. Then 2161 in PC Mark. Those are the scores, Geekbench scores. You see, in every time it scores much below average. 401, 2000. What's good, decent I would say, is the battery life. So 7 hours 11 minutes of screen on time. I think it's pretty decent, but I think there are devices that actually gave us much more battery life than this, at least 4 to 5 hours more battery life than this at the same price point. So when you compare to those devices, like for example the Turbo 5, InFocus Turbo 5, when you compare to those devices, and it's much less, but it does hold its own, and it will get you through the day pretty easily on moderate to heavy usage. We tried playing some game on this, but the processor does just cannot cope up with the heavy games. You can play some basic games like Temple Run and those stuffs, but heavy games it'll lag really bad. So then guys, that was our review of the Xolo Era 1X Pro. At this price point, I would say this device is only average. It looks good, and that's probably one of the things that's going for it. But apart from that, most of the other things, being it the audio quality, the camera, or the durability as such, the display also are average. Well, at this price point I would not be too surprised, but then when you go like 2000 more, let's say, then you would get very good devices. So if you can stretch that much, I strongly suggest you go to the price point of about 10,000 and get a really good device. If you do not have that budget, at 8,000 also, I think you will get some better devices than this one, but it sure looks good even though built of plastic. If you like this video, please hit the like button, ask anything related to this, and we'll try to answer them all. And please subscribe to our channel and share this video to share the love. Thank you.